Hey, what's going on, guys?
Heyo.
It's Lucas and Tree here, aka Peen, or Tree and Lucas, aka Peen. And we just watched the new Star Wars Last Jedi trailer. Wow, what can I say?
It was lit.
It was pretty lit, guys. It just came out today. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I'll try to put a link down there somewhere that y'all can mess with to get there. You might want to watch it before watching the rest of this because we're going to have trailer spoilers, which aren't that bad, but we're going to talk about what happens in the trailer. Gotta say, it was pretty cool. I liked what I saw so far. I'm obviously very worried about this movie, but have a lot of hope in it too. And that's kind of what I got from the trailer. I don't know if my opinions really changed, but I will say, while we didn't get a ton, we got more than I expected. There's some pretty big things talked about in there that were kind of hidden, or at least hinted at. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna reveal something big. Like at the very end, you hear this talk about the Jedi has to end, and it cuts to Mark Hamill, aka Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, and you see his mouth move. So it was him saying that.
Yeah, like you think they're showing like Kylo Ren and stuff. This is at the end of the trailer, starting at the end. Whatever, that works.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here at Broke.as.node. We start at the end. No. But you see like Kylo Ren, you see all these like references to the dark side, his lightsaber, and stuff like that. And you're thinking, you can't really tell exactly who's talking unless you really know Mark Hamill, which we do decently. We're big Mark Hamill fans in general. But even I didn't really know. But then you see that it's him, and it's like, what? And he's like, I don't know the exact line, but it's something to the extent of
that the Jedi have to end.
Yeah, like all I know is the Jedi have to come to an end. I mean, what do you think that means?
I mean, I don't know if he's talking about like the old generation of Jedi have to end, and then Rey's gonna start off this new generation somehow, or he's saying the Jedi have to end completely, like all their traditions, all their stuff taken away, and Rey has got to establish the new type of Jedi that there has to be in the universe.
A new Jedi, but maybe he doesn't want to. I think it kind of means like he doesn't want to train Rey. Like that's probably him. Like the scene where like she's trying to talk him into training her, and he's like, "I'm not training any Jedi because he was such a failure before." No offense, Luke, you failed. It wasn't your fault completely, but what are you gonna do? So it might be him just like, if I train more Jedi, the situation's just going to keep getting worse. Maybe. And he's just at a bad point in his life. I don't know. That's a thought.
Maybe.
What else did we see, though? We saw Rey training, definitely. So she does train without a doubt. It's one of the first scenes. She's like,
it does seem like maybe a good bit of the movie is going to be on that island with Rey training with Luke.
Oh,
it looks like.
Okay.
But it was cool to like see that far off shot where it shows the island, and then you see her with the blue lightsaber swinging around, and Luke looking onward.
That was probably my favorite scene. You just see her like training with the lightsaber. It's pretty awesome.
And also
it's pretty
seeing
iconic.
her on the ground, and then the bits of rock moving.
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting stronger with the Force.
Getting stronger with the Force, which we know Rey is very powerful with the Force because she's had no training but can already do Jedi mind tricks.
There's already
the James Bond of all people.
Already so many fan theories on who she might be. She could be the reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker. She could be a Palpatine descendant. She could be a Kenobi descendant.
I hope that. I think she's a Palpatine descendant, but I hope she's a Kenobi descendant. We'll see. Nobody really knows. Everyone just hopes, and we're all praying that she's not a Skywalker. It would be just the most obvious twist in cinematic history, and Star Wars is known for good twists, so let's not do that, guys. Let's make something awesome. Let's make something original. Let's see some crazy stuff happen. So fingers crossed for Kenobi. I think it'll be Palpatine. But anyways, we also we got a shot of BB-8 and Poe, and they're going towards his X-Wing, and it's blowing up. Like, it doesn't seem like they survived this movie. I'm sure they do, but that was pretty crazy.
And then a little bit after that, it shows another space battle. It looks like it's going to be a pretty big one.
Yeah, the one that looks like it's kind of in the desert or whatever. It looks
Well,
like
it
the
was
Mad
showing-
Max and like spaceship.
Well, it was showing new
Combined.
ships skidding across the desert, but
Mm.
then it also goes into space. And I saw ships that like resemble a very huge B-wing or something like that.
Okay.
And it just looks like it's going to be another freaking good ass space battle.
Yeah,
Maybe
you always-
even better than the Rogue One space
Maybe,
battle.
maybe we'll see. You always catch the little things that I miss. I'm like, I missed that. I was just paying attention to the big thing. Oh, explosion, BB-8, ah! And then you're like, no, but after that, there's a space battle. Oh crap, I missed that. So I mean, that's about it as far as reveals go. We'll see what happens.
And it also looks like they did get scenes of Carrie Fisher to be in this as her last movie
Yeah.
as Princess.
Well, she had, before she died, before she passed, she had completed work on episode 8. So she is completely in episode 8 as much as they wanted her to be. So she's in the original script. Now, sadly, they're going to have to rewrite episode 9. They're going to have to write in a death. That's going to be sad because not only do we have to deal with Carrie Fisher dying, now we have to deal with Princess Leia dying. It's like the saddest thing ever.
And
So
it's like they already killed off Han Solo, so now half of the original crew is gone.
I know. Well, at least we're getting a very Luke-heavy movie. Clearly, episode 8 is looking and shaping up to be, and as we suspected, most people, that this is going to be a very Luke-heavy movie since we got like literally, practically no Luke in episode 7. That we wanted him, just references and then a strange staring at the end.
Yeah, the easiest amount of money he's probably ever made.
Probably. It was so funny. They still had him, like, if you see the behind the scenes for episode 7, they still had him like come to script readings, and he just read like all the extra stuff so he could participate because he just really wanted to be there. Well, I mean, I guess we can wrap it up about there. Predictions? What do you think? Are you gonna watch? I don't know if I'm gonna watch any more trailers. If I do, I'll do a review on them. But I don't know. I kind of want it all to be a surprise. I don't know yet.
Probably won't watch any other trailers.
I don't know. It depends. If I get a lot of demand from them and like our followers, like Chubby Monkey, Crazy Devil, shout out to you, Twitch fam. If y'all really want me to, I might. Or if I get a lot of people asking, I might. But other than that, I don't know. I want it to be a surprise, but
Because nowadays they start like issuing out like 4 or 5 trailers, and at the last few trailers they usually show a lot.
yeah, they do. I'm a little worried. But they never did too much for The Force Awakens. They never did too much for The Force Awakens, and they never did too much for Rogue One. So I don't know. We'll see.
Disney's good at
Yeah, it
keeping
seems
low
like
key.
some of the blockbusters are getting better at that, not showing you the whole damn movie and in the first 3 trailers. It's like, why am I buying the movie at that point? But I don't know. I'm excited. Are you excited for it?
Yes.
So you heard it here first. Raise a Kenobi. What's your prediction? I'm just gonna cross my fingers for Kenobi.
I don't have much of a prediction. I'm just hoping that she's either a Palpatine descendant or a Kenobi descendant. I don't want her to be like a child of Han and Leia.
Yeah,
There's
I don't want her to
also
be a
that theory
Skywalker.
going on, and then her being Luke's child, which I think that would just be completely stupid.
That would be crap. Nobody wants that. But the only thing I'm worried about for this movie is that it's going to be a complete ripoff of Empire. That's what I'm worried about, because Luke trained with Yoda in Empire, and now Rey's training with Luke in Episode 8, the second part of a trilogy. And the first one, obviously 7, had a lot of parallels to 4. I didn't mind it so much. I got over it. It was my biggest complaint. But my bigger complaint is if every movie is just kind of a redo of those order, and Episode 9 is going to be like Episode 6, and Episode 8 is going to be like Episode 5, that to me is unoriginal. I don't want to see that. I really don't. I want to see a new story.
Well, I think with like the scene of the X-Wing blowing up when Poe and BB-8 were going to go out, it does look like the Rebel might get a dip in the battle scene, but there was also that scene of Kylo Ren's mask crushed to pieces, and it looked like he was on the ground, like maybe fighting for his life. So
You think Rey kicks his ass?
I don't know about that yet, but it looks like it ain't gonna be the Empire kicking their ass. Well, the First
Right.
Order kicking their ass
Right.
as bad as the Empire did with the Rebels.
True.
On Empire Strikes Back.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. As always, it's been good. Be sure to check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Links down below. I'm going to get a link to the trailer somewhere down below so y'all can watch that if you haven't yet. Highly recommend it if you're a Star Wars fan because it's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out. We'll see you next time.